Hi class, this is Michelle and we are going to be making hanging bats today. Here are some of the materials that you need. You will first need a toilet paper roll. You will also need a marker. You need a glue stick, pipe cleaners. It could be in any color, I just chose blue. And you'll need a thumbtack or something to poke a hole through, like a hole puncher. I have googly eyes here. You don't necessarily need them, but something for its eyes, and you'll need a scissor. I've made this template for you to use for the wings and the ears, and I've actually printed out on a black construction paper. You could do the same thing, or you can print it out on a white paper and color it, decorate it, make a pattern, do whatever you want. This is your bat. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is to fold it in half, fold the paper in half. There is dotted line for you to follow. We're folding this in half because we are going to be making half of the bat wings and the ears so that it could spread its wings. Alright, so let's start with the ears. It's just a small oval shape that you need to cut out. The ears should not be connected, unlike the wings. So if yours didn't separate like mine, just snip in the middle and make it into 2 ears. Now let's cut out the wings. This one is a little bit more complicated than the ears because it has a lot of curvy lines. Please take your time and cut it slowly. Okay, I'm going to interrupt here for a second. If you don't want to print out my template, here's what you can do. Fold the paper in half. Again, it doesn't have to be a black construction paper. And you can draw your own bat wings. Remember here you are drawing half of it, so make sure that the side that's folded is connected. And I made into a little M and a W kind of meeting together in a funny way. So you can just copy what I did. And I also drew a small oval shape for the ears. And if you do this, you have 2 at once. Also, if you want, instead of coloring it, just wrap up your toilet paper with the construction paper, you can do that too, your choice. Alright, let's come back to my template. So now I have 2 ears and a wing that is connected. See how it's not cut in the middle? You have to make sure that the folded part is connected so that it's not cut in half. Alright. So here's an important and the most difficult part of today is to poke a hole through your toilet paper roll. So near the bottom of your toilet paper roll, we are going to make 2 holes for its legs. So please be very careful when you are doing this, and if you have a hole puncher, it'll make it a lot more easier. Just poke 2 holes, but I couldn't find mine, so I just used a thumbtack to make a tiny little hole, and I used my scissor to poke it and make a little cross inside so that the hole is big enough for the pipe cleaners to go through. See how I'm struggling here? Alright, it doesn't need to be huge, it just, like I said, needs to be big enough for the pipe cleaners. Now that we have got that done, let's go to the fun part. This is the coloring part of your bat. So again, this will be the body of your bat. So please just decorate it, color it, use different colors if you want, but I just went with black because bats are black, and I just started drawing all these strokes and lines of black, black lines to color my bat. If you want to just color it, you can do that too. A lot of my students use different colors and it turned out great, so be creative. Alright, now let's get your wings back in here and put some glue in the middle part. You're going to glue that onto the body, but please make sure the holes go to the bottom. Like I said, those are for the legs. So make sure you put your wings on, pointing the holes to the bottom towards you. And after you got that wings, we are going to glue on the ears. Again, I am emphasizing that the ears should be the opposite side of the two holes. Alright, let's put some glue on there. And as you can see, I'm putting it inside to look more realistic. If this is harder for you, you can just glue it outside at the back too. It's better to do it inside though, because this way, even if you look from the back, you wouldn't have ears poking out, just randomly sticking there. Alright, so you kind of pinch the ear and the toilet paper together so that it sticks. And after you got that done, we're going to glue the googly eyes. So I had googly eyes, so I just used them. But if you want to make your own with just a paper, you can make it into a circular shape or triangular shape or however you want it. You can do that too. After you glue on the eyes, you can decorate the face. But I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, now this is a little bit of a tricky part. So let's poke through. So I'm going to show you a little bit better. Let's poke through the two holes and weave it through like that. So the two pipe cleaners should be sticking out. So after you do that, we're going to pull one side and put it back into the hole. I'll show you one more time. Put it back into the hole like that so it's sticking out, and you just pull it, kind of like threading it. And after you do that, it should be able to stick out like that. Now you're just going to fold a tiny little bit at the very end and make it kind of into a J or a U shape so that the bats could be hanging. So it doesn't really matter what the shorter side looks like, but the longer side should be about the same length. So the legs itself should be about the same length. Alright, after you finish that, now let's clean up and you have your rat ready to go. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like when it's actually hanging up on your ceiling. So let's say this blue string is the string that's hanging up on your ceiling. And here's our rat. You're just going to use the legs that you bent and put the leg on the string like that. And there you go, you have your own hanging bats. If you followed me all the way here, good job. And I hope you had fun. I'll see you again. Bye!